has been a while, but there's a reason for that. I've got a few more updates for you. Everyone always asks me, what do you do for work? And I can explain that. I just became part owner in a company.
I also started a couple businesses.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. I can explain a little bit more in depth. Good morning, my friends. It has been a while since I've been back on a daily vlog, but there's a reason for that. And honestly, I just felt like I was getting really into the daily vlogs just 1 week in, and it was exhausting a lot of extra energy. So that said, I'm still gonna be going a couple vlogs a day, or not a day. That would be even more tiresome. A couple vlogs a week, just not every single day. Before we get into today's vlog and kind of catch you up on some life events and ultimately just where my energy levels have kind of been, everything that I've got going on right now, I want to hit on what you just saw, because you're used to me drinking coffee, but that was not coffee. It's so tasty, and it's an alternative to coffee. So I went and grabbed another packet just so I could show you a little bit more close up again. But what we've got right here is Peak Nanduka. I think I'm saying that right. Nanduka. Peak right here, powered by mushrooms. So basically what Peak Nanduka is, and what Peak has kind of come to the forefront of with the Nanduka, is an ultimate coffee alternative. It's powered by functional mushrooms for all day sustained energy. It's gonna help your gut with probiotic teas. It's got that nice cocoa flavor. I'm telling you, it is delicious. Nice little morning touch for the chocolatey cocoa flavor. And to hit on that flavor, the flavoring powered by the cacao is gonna help enhance your cellular function for overall real energy. Now, I started using this Peak Nanduka probably about a week ago, and every day that I've been drinking it has been phenomenal. The amount of energy that I'm getting every single day in a different way without getting the crash later on in the day has been a complete game changer, especially on my runs. My morning runs have just been nothing that I look forward to lately. and you know, I kind of came across this Peak and wanted to try a different route, kind of to try something new to motivate you. You know, when you just try something new, it's quickly becoming a staple of my routine. Not only is it long-lasting, sustained energy, but it's gonna help activate your metabolism as well. So I think just for someone who maybe doesn't want to have that coffee every single morning, or the coffee crash later on in the day, something like this that is backed by everything natural with mushrooms, the sustained probiotic teas for healthy gut support, and ultimately all of the benefits that come with taking something like that. And like I said, you're not gonna have any jitters, you're not gonna have any sluggishness, and you're for sure not gonna have a crash. With that said, the slow release caffeine throughout the course of your day is gonna help you be focused, be energized, feel clear in your brain, and ultimately you got all this fun stuff happening in your gut that you don't even know that's benefiting you. If you wanna try Peak Nanduka and get your sustainable all day energy while also feeling like you're doing something really good for your body, well, you can try Peak for 20% off and get a free rechargeable frother and glass beaker. I'll show you those. You know, it's what I made everything in. The beaker and this high-powered frother. Free gifts. You can get all of that with 20% off if you purchase exclusively at peaklife.com. I'll leave the details in the description. As I said, the past few weeks, or week I guess, I've been really like low on energy. And I think it's more from a motivational standpoint, just in terms of like waking up. Now, I really will say the Peak has helped me just with kind of a clearer energy in the morning, and just again, having something fresh to look forward to. I highly recommend, if you're in a rut or something, just implement something new in your routine, whatever that might be. For me, I've been trying to run as soon as I wake up because it gets 9,000 degrees by 9 a.m. here. And like right now it's 6:30 in the morning and the sun has been up since 4:15. And I'm finishing up my morning routine, but I'm gonna go run first before I go work out. For some reason, my brain just doesn't like that. I do it anyways, I get something hard accomplished, and then we go on about our day. I've just been feeling really sluggish, and I think, quite honestly, when you have a lot of emotional stuff going on in your life, that tends to take a toll on your physical as well. And I definitely, I have my own things in my own life that are happening, and it's nothing bad, but just the older I get, the more that I dive into my life and my childhood and things like that. And I just I've been doing a lot of writing, reading, reflecting, and ultimately just trying to come to grips, right? And I think it's kind of fun to do that deep work. So that's kind of where I've been the past week or so without the vlogs. And everything's good, so I don't want anybody to feel like, whoa, what's going on with Nick? But, you know, and I think it's okay to say, hey, we all have our own story. And if you do have a bad day, that's okay. Just accept what is, feel it, and then figure out how to move forward, right? And instead of accepting it and suffering in it. And a little bit of suffering is okay. Running race stuff with the month of July. I'm literally gonna be gone the entire month of July. I'll be home for 5 days. All kinds of vlogs to come with that as well. So, and really I'm looking forward to this first week of July. I'm going to the beach, playing a lot of golf, and I'm honestly gonna just try to disconnect. So I'm kind of excited about that. I feel like I've been going really hard on all work stuff, which that is another thing I need to tell you about, work stuff. Everyone always asks me, what do you do for work? And I can explain that. I can explain a little bit more in depth. But first, I need to go on this run because I'm sitting here talking. And really, I'm kind of just procrastinating the run. Oh, and you're probably wondering what's on my nose. I'll get to that later.
For humid, sweaty miles. And this right here, oh my gosh, it just reminded me of Soulja Boy. This right here is my swag, pretty boy swag. Hey, pretty boy swag. All right, so as I was saying, this right here is my Numa tape. Numa tape, Numa strips, Numa nasal tape. Maybe we should roll the clip the very first time I tried putting these things on.
And press down for like 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then maybe just on the side.
That's clear. That is clear. Yes, right there. That was the very first time I tried putting them on. James was in the house. He was like, dude, you got to try these. I tried them. I was like, all right, I'll test them for a little bit. I really started testing them on the runs. I would even do my runs and take them off mid-run to see if I felt a difference. It was obvious. And then I started sleeping with them, and I am a mouth breather like no other. These things are absolutely changing my sleep apnea. I'm not completely diagnosed with apnea, but it's apnea. It's not a snore. It's like like I'm choking on my breath. I actually recorded myself last night. There's none of that. So there's an app you can do to record your sleep, to hear it too. Anyways, I'm making these a staple of my routine, not only in sleep, but in running as well. And if you want to try them out, I'll put a link in the description to sign up for a subscription. Get them every month. Then you never have to worry about ordering them. Get them to your door. Anyways, that's what this thing is, not a Soulja Boy song. Just really quick for you, if you have a deviated septum or some kind of asthma, it's shown 1 in every 12 people have some sort of asthma or breathing issue. And surgery is expensive. A breathing strip, it's kind of why I don't want to go get my apnea taken care of. I just don't want to spend the money. However, it's an investment in your health. But if these things are helping in the short term, why would I not use them, right? So, Numa nasal tape, bingo. Well, you're probably wondering how I just went from the street talking about my Numa strips to all of a sudden in the car in a brand new shirt and everything. Well, number one, I just changed shirt. I changed clothes as well. And you can tell I'm still sweating from the run. I think I've realized in this moment right now that running before I work out just doesn't work for me. I get all off schedule and then it just doesn't work. So I think starting tomorrow, I'm gonna go back to early morning workouts, literally get in there at like 5:30, be done by 7, and then I can still run at the exact same time that I ran basically today after procrastinating. Makes sense? I don't know if you asked, but that's where we're at. We're gonna go work out. By the way, I'm still feeling that peak. It's really good. I'm still feeling that. The focus. A little push workout. I'm not gonna explain anything. If you want me to bring the workout Wednesdays back, I talked on this on YouTube or on Instagram stories the other day, but the gym that I'm at right now just isn't very conducive to working out on camera. So like this GoPro is nice because it's nice and small, but there's a new gym opening and I'm getting my home gym done, obviously, if you've seen the garage makeover vlog. But once that opens and then once my gym is done, I'll be able to get back into fitness content specifically, especially like teaching. And that's what I really want to get back to because I miss it and I love talking about it. So if that is still of interest to you and you've made it this far in this video, comment right now if that would be beneficial for you to see more workouts, personal training stuff. Because by the way, if you didn't know, I do have a master's degree in this stuff. I probably don't use it enough. I use it on myself, but that's selfish. I want to give it to you guys too. So let's go show you the exercises of the push day. I get really bored on a push-pull leg split, but we're here, we gotta do it. We're gonna do chest, shoulders, and triceps. Let's go get a freaking pump. Numa. Alrighty friends, we're back at the house and it's time to eat. I don't really have much to eat, so I'm just gonna make some rice, some ground beef, throw in some Greek yogurt, sriracha, kimchi, the famous mush of the meat. Here's the ingredients. Rice is already done. Let's cook this up, get some good carbs and fats. No, well, a little bit of fats. Carbs and protein, rather. And get this day freaking rocking. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. That's what came to my mind when I was just saying, let's get this day rocking. Rocking around the Christmas tree. All right, so I told you I was gonna update you a little bit on life. So the first thing we got going, quite honestly, I've just been crazy busy the past few, couple of weeks, because in the month of July, I'm gonna be home for 5 days. So what that means, I'm trying to get really ahead on content. This will play into the next conversation we'll have of like, what do you really do for work, dude? Because I get that question all the time. But basically, trying to get ahead of content, working with brands, making sure everything is aligned and obviously organic for both sides, and prepared so that when I'm traveling, I'm not frantically going all around trying to make sure that the content is done. So making sure I am ahead. Now that said, I also started a couple businesses. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but where am I going on my trips? What is happening in the month of July? I am going to Kiawah Island playing golf. I think I said that earlier in the video. Playing golf, hanging out with some friends. Gonna be there for a week, gonna really try to disconnect. And then I'll be home for a day. Then I go to Seattle for a bachelor party and a wedding the next weekend. Just gonna stay out there for like 10 or 11 days. Then I come home for 5 days, and then I go back to Pennsylvania for, somebody's calling me. Oh, my business partner's calling me. I'll finish the statement. Then I go to Pennsylvania for a family camp that I go to every year with no cell service. I gotta answer this call. Okie dokie, I'm back. As I was saying, also my meat mush is done. If you wanna see what my meat mush looks like. It looks orange because there's turmeric. That's kimchi because it's good for your gut. We got a pound of ground beef. I already told you what's in here, but I freaking love it. I look forward to this stuff every day. It's so easy to meal prep as well. Just the easiest thing ever. Single ingredient foods, the best. Let me get you situated here as I have a conversation with you. So anywho, I got all these trips coming up and I've been trying to get caught up. So let me dive into what I do for work. So I'm a full-time content creator. I do everything on social media, hoping somehow that I could inspire you in some kind of way. Hopefully. It kind of is weird to say that out loud, but honestly, I've always said, like on my podcast, which by the way, update there, I'm on episode 99. I've been waiting to release episode 99 because I'm 100. I'm going to release the full rebranding of the podcast, and I've kind of been procrastinating it and pushing it back because I want to get the studio that I'm looking at buying all set up and then go all in on it, because that's my dream, is to be full-time podcasting. But anywho, what I was saying is, on my podcast, I talk a lot about if somebody could get on a microphone and a camera and change my life, I would hope that I could have at least a little bit of impact on somebody that watches my videos. Even one human being a day. With a smile, even. That's why I say don't forget to smile. Well, there's a lot of reasons why I say don't forget to smile. But that is part of it. Content creation. I work with a lot of brands. I obviously only promote the brands that I truly align with and that I actually would use in my normal life. To be transparent, a lot of these brands, there's a lot of money in these things. And I will turn down the money in order to make sure that I align, because I believe that there's too much false information out there on the social media. So I just want to make sure that it's valuable for people as well as myself. If it's something that aligns with me and works for my lifestyle and I feel like I can get behind it, then I'm cool with talking about it on socials. Businesses wise, like today I have 4 more calls back to back. I've already been on 2. I just became part owner in a company, so that's big news. I'm not going to tell you which company. I'll save that for another video. Along with that, I just started an agency, another business, where I hire creators to create content for brands and help brands scale their business for advertising and whatnot. Because as a creator, it's really, I see both sides of it, from what the brands need, what the creator needs, and I was tired of the creator being undervalued, but also they're being undervalued because these businesses have a budget to follow, right? So if I can bridge the gap between those two, I think it's a really unique idea. And also just taking care of people and creating quality content. It's fun to get creative. Just started that. We're kind of going full head of steam ahead. And then a couple other things that I'm working on in my daily life, aside from vlogging full time and whatnot as well. My real estate investing, and what I'm really starting to look into, is buying boring businesses, and businesses that are always going to be needed. HVAC companies, roofing companies, companies that were started many years ago and people are just ready to retire and sell them. I think there's a lot of room for opportunity in that market, and the older I get, that is where I'm going to take my probably my content as well, just business content, helping people. If you had your first $1,000, what would you do with it to scale it to an amount of money, or to ultimately come to the idea of being financially secure and financially free. And transparently, that's something I'm passionate about, because I don't come from a lot of money. I don't come from much money at all. And the more that happens in my life, the more I'm able to see and how I can give back. And I am truly passionate about that. I believe everyone can succeed and get to that point. So that's where I'm kind of at with what I do for work right now. I could probably go on 18 more rabbit holes of what else I do, but keep it there for now because I've got to eat this meat mush and I've got another call to jump on. Oh my gosh. I haven't left that chair. This is the first time I'm standing up since I sat down to talk to you guys about life. I don't know that I have any more updates for you. I'm actually walking downstairs to get some packages that just showed up. I never really know what's coming to my door. Not complaining, but been on calls for the last 3.5 hours. It is now almost 3 p.m. Let's go take it upstairs and see what we got, and then maybe we'll wrap this thing up. Kind of hit on every point that I went to for the day. Oh, the Airbnb. I still have not updated you on the final product, and that is because I haven't even been in the Airbnb since it was finished. The Airbnb got rented for a month by the time that I was back from the San Diego Marathon. He is actually leaving on Saturday. Today is Monday. So once that is done, I go do a little clean and rooney. I'll be able to show you what the final product is, which will be fun because it'll be the first time I get to see it too. And I'm so excited. You've seen some teasers on Instagram maybe when I first had it finished and the videos that the designer sent me, but I'm gonna do a full video on the Airbnb itself. Let's see what we got. Package number 1, Symbiotica. Oh, I know what this is. I bet you didn't know this freaking video was gonna turn into an unboxing. I'm so excited about this. I've been using topical magnesium on my feet before bed lately, and I've been wanting to use this. It says twice a day. So I had a different brand, but this is Symbiotica. Let me show it up. Symbiotica. I didn't even know that they had it until they told me, and when I told them about the weird thing I've been rubbing on my feet, and they were like, oh, we have a great one. I'm gonna be trying this. Sourced from the Dead Sea. Topical magnesium oil. Spray and rub onto clean skin of the torso, chest, feet, legs, or arms. Avoid sensitive areas, avoid contact with clothing or other lotions absorbed. Store in a dry, cool place away from direct sunlight. Okay. Package number 2, I believe this is one of my friends who has just started a business, basically with vintage clothes. He's about to launch his website. Hope you like the pieces, bro. CC. Kanan's Clothes. Ooh, look at these. They're sick. These are some old school. Oh man, these are like the old school Champion sweats. Oh, those are sick. Ooh, look at that. That's so sick. This tank, the original lightning bolt workout gear. That is sick. Imagine wearing those together. What else do we got? This is all the vintage vibe. I'm loving it. I love that just vintage look. Old Nike long sleeve. Spicing up my wardrobe with these colors too. Holy crap. Then we've got another oversized Nike vintage style. I'm gonna have to find some shoes that matches all this stuff. And then another Nike vintage feel here. Look at this. I think I gotta try it on for you. Ooh, how do we look? How do we look? How do we look? Look, look, look. As long as I don't think I'm supposed to put this over a shirt. What am I doing? Why am I acting like I never take my shirt off on freaking social media? Oh, this is sick. It's something I totally wouldn't wear, which is why I like it. Because if somebody just sends me something that I'm not used to, then I'll wear it. Kinda freaking sweet. That one fits nice and cozy, crispy. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. This shirt fits way too well. I really like it. I gotta take my pants off, so give me a second. Oh, I got this vintage vibe, rocking, old school tank on. Look at these pants. I'm gonna have to adjust the camera for you so you can see the full fit. But, oh, buddy, I really, really like it. I feel like the lighting is not that great. The entirety of it. Look at these pants. So sick. And we've got the, that's so sick. When I visualize like what my style is, I feel like I visualize my style being very vintage, kind of like this. Accentuate the body in a way, but also then like when I wear fancy clothes, it's more clean and crispy. This print is incredibly raised up. I'm feeling it though. Anywho, that is what we got in our package today. I gotta go jump on like 3 more calls. I always catch myself. Get to versus got to. There's your challenge for the rest of today. Maybe tomorrow, maybe whenever it resonates with you. When you feel your language say I have to or I've got to. Just say I get to, because today is an opportunity. Everything is an opportunity if we choose to see it as such. We're wrapping this freaking thing up on a positive note, a little inspiration challenge for you mentally on your self-talk. So I don't have anything else for you today. I'll see you at some point this week. I'm gonna film another vlog before these travels get going. Maybe I'll just see you on the first day of driving across the country. I'm not driving across the country. I'm just kind of used to saying that for some reason because I did like 8 vlogs driving across the country. I'm driving to Kiowa, South Carolina from Tennessee. Maybe that's the next vlog. I don't know when the next vlog is gonna be, but at this rate, if I keep talking, it'll be the next vlog by like in 30 minutes. So anyhow, I appreciate you watching. Hope you took something away. Maybe you just enjoyed following along today. And I'll see you next time. I appreciate you as always following along with me, engaging in the comments. Sorry, I just saw a concrete truck and I was thinking concrete. But have an awesome freaking day. And don't forget to smile.